Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be reviewing Amphibia Season 3 Episode 11B, the second half, called Sprivy. I'm not doing Episode 12 today because a couple things. Just like an exercise bike that's, right next to me. I just went out for an hour, so that kind of cut some time. Also, I just want to kind of say, as a life experience, when you get some bad news, you also get some good news, and you get some good praise and stuff like that. And I just think that's kind of part of life, because I think I mentioned before how my main channel, where I read Harry Potter books, I reached 100 subscribers. And I was so excited. Then the day after, what was it today? I forgot. It went down to 99. And then today, it went down to 98. I was like, are you kidding me? It didn't go back up to 100. It went down even more. It was by one, so I'm so thankful it didn't go down even more than that. But it's 98 right now. And, I mean, there's nothing much you can do. Just hope it goes back up. But there was someone in the comments. I can't remember exactly who, because there's like a lot of names, a lot of people subscribed. So whoever that person was, thank you, because that person said, congratulations, reach 100 subscribers. And I was like, that's really nice. And I believe that same person said that, like, I request you read the Gilded Wolves. And if you wonder what that is, that's a book that I got. I think it was like a gift. Was it during Thanksgiving? I know it's weird to get a gift during Thanksgiving, but I think it was, or Christmas. I'm not sure, but yeah, I got that as a gift, and I haven't read it yet. I was kind of thinking, when I was doing my 100 subscribers, celebration video, I was thinking, when I'm done reading the Harry Potter books, I was thinking maybe I should do Disneyland Adventures, like walkthroughs and playthroughs and stuff like that. Because I kind of did that on another channel, but I got rid of that channel, so maybe I might start that again. But I was supposed to read, but also thinking, I have this other book called The Gilded Wolves, and I was like, if in the comments you say that I should read it, then maybe I'll read it. And there's a person saying that I should read it, so that is giving me like a little bit more gumption. I don't know if it's the right word. A little bit, it's pushing me a little bit more in the right direction to give the book a chance to like react to the channel, not this channel, the other channel. So I just kind of want to say my piece with that. So if that person's also with this channel, thank you so much. And hopefully that 98 will turn around and get back up to 100. But I'm so thankful it didn't go any lower. I'm thankful for this channel saying 47 and not going down. I would rather it say 47 forever than go back down to 46. But it could happen, because couple times it was like a 40, then went back to 39, then back to 40, back to 39, back to 40. I don't know, it's a weird week, but it happens, and you just have to be thankful that it keeps on going up. And I hope this channel reaches up to 50 soon, and hopefully 100, and keeps going up, because that shows me that I'm doing a good job with the channel. And I know I'm doing a good job with the channel, but it's also nice to get, I don't want to say accolades, I don't know, that seems kind of weird, from the people saying that, this channel is pretty great, and you're doing a pretty good job. And me personally, I'm not doing like a waste of time, because I still enjoy it. Because, at least for me, and I should say for other people, unless it's like an edutainment, educational type of channel, and it's kind of like I don't know if any educators to children, not children, students, like, your assignment is to like make a YouTube channel and to educate kids about numbers or something. I don't know. I'm probably just making that up right now. I just went to my head. Has anyone ever thought of that? I don't know. But what are we talking about? We're talking about other stuff instead of Sprivy. But so I said my piece with that, with my other channel. Hopefully that goes up. Hopefully this channel goes up, and hopefully everything will be great. Thumbs up. So. But without further ado, let's get on with Sprivy, which is the ship name of Sprig and Ivy. And I said, if you watched my what was it, my review of the episode titles of season 3, episodes 10 through 18, when I was reading the Sprivy synopsis, and I was kind of thinking, what are they gonna do with that? I don't know if it's bad, because I'm going to go through with it with you guys. I'm gonna tell you if it's bad or not. But a lot of people have been complaining about this episode, so we'll see. So far, that hasn't been a bad episode of season 3. The lowest, I think I've given it probably 70, like 70.000. I forgot which episode that was, or segment. But let's get on with it. And there are sweet moments. You gotta give credit. And basically, you have Sprig and Ivy. Actually, first off, we actually have Mayor Toadstool and what was it, Toady? Toady's like, Mayor, why are you counting the money? The economy's broken. Because, King Andros and Newtopia, the whole economy's bust. Like, your money doesn't count. It's not worth anything. He's like, and Mayor Toadstool has, he has the gumption. He's like, that doesn't mean we can't count it. Even though money's kaput, I'm still counting it. Okay, and that's what keeps him sane. That's what keeps him happy. All right, you do you, Frederick. That's his first name. But we actually get to Sprig and Ivy, and they're holding hands. They're walking through like this cavern forest. Oh, it looks really nice, and the lighting. And then they see this giant moth thing. Oh, it's kind of scary. And then Sprig is like, oh, it's like a, what did it say, killer moth or something. And then Sprig is trying to get a kiss on Ivy. I love it. He's like, if you don't kiss your partner on the cheek, your crops get cursed over 100 years. And Sprig just goes for it and just gives a kiss on Ivy on the cheek. And I thought that was awesome, because Ivy gave a kiss on Sprig's cheek back in, what was it, season 2? What was it? What was the episode? Dave Return to Warwood? Yeah, right. Return to Warwood. At the end of that episode, it's like the final thing that happens. And I just want to say, spoilers, I would have preferred Sprig and Ivy to have their first date. Would this count as a date? Maybe that's what the creators meant, for this to be the first date, because they kept on saying that up. Back at the end of season 1, back in Return to Warwood, Ivy mentioned it again, so it wasn't just a one-time thing where Ivy asked Sprig out, and then it's like, oh, if it happens one time, it doesn't bring it up again, it means it's not going to happen, which, okay, that's kind of sad, but okay. But Ivy brings it up. You can make it up to me by going on a date with me. I was like, okay. But then, at the end of season 2, but after that, there was a whole temple quest, and then we came back. It was only 2 episodes back in Wartwood. That was to rekindle the girls' friendship, another reunion with Marcy included. And then True Colors happened, and then Sprig was stuck on Earth for the first half of season 3. That happened. So now we're back here, and now we have a dedicated episode with Sprig and Ivy. So does this count as the first date? Maybe? But why wouldn't they mention it like that? I don't know. It's just me. I don't know. I would have just preferred a date episode, but who knows? But they're still a couple, and then Sprig gave Ivy a kiss on the cheek, and then she's like, oh, crops are very important. We don't want them to be cursed. Okay. And I forgot, I think it was Sasha saying, oh, war meeting. Oh, we gotta go. And they're holding hands. They're all being giddy. And then they go to the war hall meeting. Cool. Cool structure. And they're like, oh, there's no seats together. Oh, no. Sprig's like, anyone want to give their seats up for Sprivy, Wartwood's cutest couple? Everyone's like, oh, geez, not this again. And Sadie Croker's like, young love is the worst. And then, and they're like, no, you gotta sit separately. And they're all going to stand together, as long as we're together. And I was like, okay. So they're all booing. And then, Sasha has this, not new outfit, but a new crown. There's no helmet of approval. It's like pink heron type of crown. Pretty cool. I wish I could show you guys, but maybe it might come up in a different segment or something. But that looks pretty cool because Anne and Sasha are now co-commanders. I love it. And then Sasha's just there, and Anne and Grime gives the good news and bad news, and Grime's like, okay, we found a Wartwood supporter, and like from out of town, outside the valley, and they're pro rebellion, and we're gonna stop King Andreas, and like hooray, because we got supplies basically from this guy. I was like, oh, who could this be? And then Anne's like, well, the problem is Andreas has forces everywhere, so they're probably not gonna deliver on time, or most of the supplies are gonna get destroyed. And I was like, boo. And Wally's like, I like you have the news better. And then Anne whispers to Sasha, why does Grime get to do the good news like every time? So they must have been here for like at least a week or something. Okay. And then Sasha's like, I don't know. I guess she just like, who cares? And Sasha is like the co-commander, and she's like, okay, I need someone to help me destroy these forces, the robot forces, so that we can get our supplies, because we're gonna be doomed. I said, okay, so what was it? Stumpy, Sprig, Ivy, and Fern? Yeah, Fern. I want to do the name last, not fast. I wanted to do the name last because I kind of forgot at first. So Fern. And then Sprig and Ivy, like, of course they want us. We're the cutest couple ever. And okay. I don't mean to trash on that ship. I love them, but just, okay. Then they go off, and then they're kind of like, what should we do now? Because they're off doing their own missions, and Anne's like, I don't know what to do. Everyone's looking to her because she's the co-commander, so you're kind of responsible. And then, I don't know, what was it, Wally? I think it was Wally. I was like, can we have a piñata party? Grime looks at Anne looks at Grime, and Grime's like, I don't see why not. They just bring down this gigantic piñata that looks like King Andreas, looking like a buffoon, and they're just bashing it. I wonder if Grime and Anne joined in on the fun. Because on the image, for the few seconds they showed it, Grime and Anne weren't in that shot, so maybe they joined in. Who knows? We get to the laser cannons, which are like the defense. So, okay, we gotta destroy these. And then the groups, the teams are Fern and Ivy and Stumpy and Sprig. And then Fern and Stumpy are like, okay. And then Sprig and Ivy are like, oh no. Oh boy. They go to Sasha, and she's like, I wonder if they still have the kind of like rivalry in a way. Or maybe Sasha kind of forgot about that and doesn't care. Maybe she doesn't care. Who knows? It doesn't really get brought up. But, I mean, Sprig doesn't really have a problem with Sasha, so. And Sprig's like, Sasha, hey, did you forget that Ivy and I are in a relationship right now? We're Wartwood's cutest couple. We gotta be together. And then Sasha's like, okay, you two, you gotta listen to me. You gotta listen to me now, and listen to me. Open ears. So, frogs don't have ears. Whatever. She didn't say that. I said that. We have more important things to do than you two passing notes in class and playing footsie. And Sprig and Ivy don't really know what that means. And she's like, well, what I mean is, I picked you guys in teams for a reason. Just don't question it. Just join in with your partner. And she doesn't really say this. I guess she didn't have to. Like, you're gonna see each other in probably like in an hour or so. It'll be fine. And then like, and then they're like, and then Sprig and Ivy, and then Sasha's like, just go, please. And they're like, oh, okay, fine. So I think Sasha was kind of a little bit more aggressive back in the episode, but I kind of lightened it up a bit. But you can watch the episode and see it for yourself. But she actually did use the term pass notes and footsie, which was pretty funny. So she's like, go. Like, don't screw things up, basically. And they're like, they go into the wagon to get closer to the lasers. Well, oh, I forgot also, Sasha is like a cheerleader. It's like a reminder to us, the audience. And she's like, has these flags of like, watch from a signal. Yeah, I love it. Like, she has like the flags. And I think there were red flags. Pretty sure. Yeah, there were red flags. And the ones that she was holding. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry, it was a cheerleading muscle memory. Okay, that's pretty funny. So, like I said, they're in the wagon, and then Sprig and Fern, Stumpy and Fern, it's kind of like, hey, this is how I got this scar, and this is how I got this attachment. And Fern's like, I wish I could have attachments, and then Stumpy's like, no, I'm glad you have your attachments and your limbs, because you get to pet babies, and like you get to rub babies, like give them little pats, and you don't get to crush them because he has like these sharp attachments, which is pretty funny. Sorry. But and basically Sprig and Ivy is like, I can't believe this, and Ivy's like, this is the worst thing to happen to anyone. Oh boy. And they're basically complaining. It's like, oh, we gotta fix this. It's like, oh, you have an idea? I have an idea. Oh jeez. And basically, also Fern is kind of very laid back about stuff. And then, and then Spring's like, hey guys, before we start, Sasha has given me this letter. I was like, let's read it out loud together. And everyone came together, and Stumpy reads it. Hey, nerds. Sprig and I decided to change up the teams because Sprig and Ivy are a couple and should be together always. Let's see you later, nerds. And Fern's like, that works for me. And Stumpy's like, yeah, if Sasha says it's a good idea, then it's a good idea and that needs to work. Because he even says, Sasha is a tactical wizard. Fumbling up the plan will become devastating consequences. So we're going to just look at each other and hold hands and they go off together. Stumpy and Fern go to their laser thing to turn off the force field. That's their job. Was actually meant for Fern and Ivy, but okay. And they start doing the job, and they even tried to climb up the mountain, and it was very difficult for them. And they're like, whew. Stumpy's like an old man, not too old, but kind of old. And they're trying to do it, but they're fumbling up. They activate the security system. They're attacking them, and then we get the Sprig and Ivy just going over the fence. What was it? Sprig? I think it was Ivy. Ivy kissed Sprig's cheek, or was it Sprig to Ivy? I forgot. But one or the other, and they're just jumping around heedlessly, and then they're just having a good time as a couple. I'm like, I love it, but you're fumbling up the plan. And there's a reason why she would fumble up. Sasha chose that team for a reason. The original teams. And they're all going together, and then Sprig went to test out the force field. He gets shocked. Oh, and then Ivy's like, oh, well, they're not as good as a team as us, like a duo. We just need to give them a few minutes. And Sprig's like, okay. And he gets like shocked again. He's like leftover electricity. And Ivy's like, you want to rehearse our romantic dance routine? And then Sprig's like, which one? They have multiple? They first do like a spin of the wrist. They do like a Charlie Brown dance. I love it. I thought that was really cute. They do like an Irish jig dance, and they do more poses, like a peace sign, and they're like, like, oh, nailed it. And basically, Sprig had a burnt face because of the electrical charge, but then now it's gone. But whatever. And basically, they're kind of like, Sprig, let's test it out again. And he gets shocked again. Oh, what's going on? Let's wait a few more minutes. It's been a few minutes. We gotta go check them out. Okay. Finally, they got off their butts. And they're like, where's... did they see, what was it? Stumpy and Fern just laying on the ground. No, we had to go. It's a trap. I forgot what it was. It's this gigantic robot thing. It's about to crush them. And then they beat it back. And so, okay, that's good. But there's like a time limit. I forgot to mention also. And then we have to go to the original teams. And Sprig and Ivy know it's the right thing to do, but they don't want to. Sprig, Ivy, come on. And then they have the squish faces. I'll miss you every second. And then somebody's like, for goodness sake, we're going now. And Sprig's like, Ivy, I miss you already. Okay, whatever. And then Fern and Ivy unlocked the security system because Fern had these like metal scissors that for some reason didn't shock her, wouldn't work, but did like a nice bow, and then defeated the security system. We have but before that happened, right before that happened, Stumpy puts his wooden spatula hand, and it's like not shocking him. And then Sprig's like, "Oh, that's why Sasha shows you your wooden hand doesn't conduct electricity. That's why that worked." Like, yeah, Sprig. And then the force field went off. They blow up the laser. Now the what was it? The pro Wartwood Rebellion supporter, the one with the supplies and the food, can come through now. Because originally, I keep forgetting things. There was this guy that was like a frog, like a mailman. He's like, delivery for Wartwood, delivery today. The laser shot him. Delivery for Wartwood, delivery delay. Yeah, they're not getting your mail. And basically, and then Sasha sees that the laser's defeated, and Sasha does her like cheerleading flag dance. I love it. And they go on with Sasha. Sprig and Ivy confess to Sasha, which is good. And Fern and Stumpy just go off their separate ways, which is nice. And then Sprig's like, Sasha, we have to tell you something. And then Sasha's like, you and Ivy couldn't spend 5 minutes away from each other, and you almost ruined the whole plan. Yeah. And Sasha's like, I'm only a little furious because we got away with it. Like, you know, the force field is down, the laser's blown up, our supporter can come with the supplies can come through. So I'm only like a little furious. And Ivy's like, Sprig, I love you and I love where our relationship's going, but and then Sprig, I'm not sure if he interrupts her, kind of forgetting, but he's like, maybe we shouldn't dictate it of our relationship to dictate our entire lives, which is good. Which I kind of hope for the Owl House where Amity kind of does things without Luce, because spoilers for, I already did this review for Eclipse Lake. The main reason why Amity was at Eclipse Lake was meant for Luce, and she kept mentioning that she was Luce's girlfriend. Which I'm kind of hoping Amity does more stuff like on her own. And, because I didn't do any reviews for like the second half of season 2 yet, so hopefully when I do those reviews, hopefully Amity does stuff, be a strong character outside of Luce, because that's important. Just like for Sprig and Ivy, you are your own strong characters. Yes, you have your partner. Yes, you have your love interest or your crusher, and or for different situations in different terms of media. But you should be your own strong person. You shouldn't be dependent or anything. Like, there shouldn't be like a damsel of distress or a what's the equivalent for a guy? People say Gordon Goodbrother, but I'm not sure that's still a thing. I don't know. People just been mentioning it. But anyway, Wally's father, what was it? Wilbur? I think that was his name. It's like, oh, I'm so glad the laser was blown up. Now I can give you just supplies because you have Ribbit Vale's full support for your rebellion. Oh, that's cool. And then Sasha's like, thank you, Wilbur. We really appreciate this. I'm glad Sasha's accepting other people's help, and you know, and she's not manipulating anyone, and she's being honest. I love it. And then Ivy's kind of making the connection. Does anyone recognize this looks like Wally? Like the resemblance to Wally? And that's the end of the episode. Okay. What should I give it? Let's see. 95. Let's see. 90, 85, 75. trying to go over some things of where kind of thinking, am I kind of being too harsh on them? Am I not? You know what I also kind of forgot to mention? Because I kind of forgot to mention during my review because I was kind of focusing on that episode in particular. I kind of didn't think of this segment where I kind of wish Commander N was actually kind of double length. Especially between the relationship between Anne and Sasha. I kind of wish it was kind of expanded a bit more. So Sprivy kind of gets in the way of that. So 85. I thought the segment was great. You know, a lot of people didn't really like it, but I thought it was great. You know, it was like a B plus because it wasn't fantastic or perfect or anything because again, Sprig and Ivy going off doing their scheme, and the metal scissors cutting the electrical wires. That was also another thing, and what was that third thing? The metal scissors, the Sprig and Ivy part. There was something else. I can't put it on the top of my head. I think someone interrupted someone, but I can't remember who. But anyway, so let's see. I gave a what did I give Commander Anne? 75, I think? Yeah, I think I give it a 75. I could be wrong. In the comments, tell me if I'm wrong. I give it a 75. This I'm giving it a 85. So, 80. I thought this was a solid B episode. I thought this episode was pretty great. Which Commander Anne was like, double length, but what are you going to do? You know, Sprig and Ivy, they understood, they learned a lesson about, being their own strong characters. Yes, your partner can make you stronger, but you are your own strong person independently, and that should work. So yeah, everyone, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, give me a big thumbs up, leave a comment down below. Don't forget to share that video. Don't forget to subscribe to my main channel. This is kind of becoming my main channel, but my first channel called Ramsey Lopez, where I supposedly read Harry Potter chapters, and then you get back on that, and I kind of explained that in the beginning of the video, but just go check it out. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for Amphibia Season 3, Episode 12, which is Sasha's Angels and Ulm Town Road. I have a clip for Sasha's Angels, not Ulm Town Road. So, I'll see you guys then. Alright. Bye.